Hello everyone, Varel Rain here. Unfortunately, this is not going to be a very happy video about my Webtoon. Instead, I will be talking about Webtoons themselves because they've been in a controversy about not showing original creators their metrics so they can see how exactly they're getting paid. This was all triggered by Lovebots, and their PR response to this controversy is quite frankly dog shit, and it pissed me off, so I decided I'm going to make a video dissecting why it is dog shit. First of all, my first point here is that the fact that you guys did not want to do a live discussion with the creator of Lovebots to talk about what's going on with Webtoon is very telling. It tells me that you guys don't want to be under scrutiny of the public. You'd rather hide behind a PR statement. So that's, to me, very telling. First, you guys talked about how when you invest into a creator, you are going into a deficit. You use 50k as the example. You give 50k to the creator, you expect them to make 50k back through their fast pass money. So therefore, they do not get their fast pass money until they make their 50k back. Except that's not the only revenue you get, though. Webtoon, you get ad revenue. You get ad revenue per view on each comment because it's based on views. So why isn't the ad revenue that a comic generates included in them paying back their debt to you? Why is it just the fast pass money? Because you pocket the ad revenue money. That's your extra bread on the side, and then the fast pass money you're taking back is the extra icing on the cake to make your profit. And I don't think that's right, because if the comic is also making you ad revenue based on views, that is contributing to paying you back. So that should be added to that number as well, not just the fast pass revenue. Plus, I'm not really sure why you guys brag about 50k like it's some kind of crazy ass number, bro. 50k ain't shit. Okay? 50k ain't shit because these Webtoon creators are working like 70-hour work weeks. They have to work 70-hour work weeks in order to produce the amount of panels you require of them in your contracts. So, if they make 50k and they're working 70-hour work weeks, that's under $14 an hour. That's like $13.70. They could just work at Chipotle or something to make a similar amount of money. You're like you're acting like 50k is some kind of extravagant number. It's really not. It's not, because you can tax 50k. Once 50k gets taxed, it becomes about 38k. All right. They're already, they're just struggling. They're just barely above what, depending on where they are, they're just barely above their cost of living. Plus, if they had to pay an assistant to help them produce the chapters, then part of that 38k is going to the assistant. And then they're just not making a living wage at all. So 50k isn't some crazy ass number. It's not. It's really not. So I'm not really sure why you guys are bragging about that, but it's not the flex you think it is. Plus, and this is just me being petty, but you guys mentioned in your thing where some comics require 40 panels an update and others require 4. Why are you mentioning that? None of your originals do 4 panel updates. None of them. They're all 50 or something like that. At least 40, 50, something. I obviously don't have the contract, so I don't know what the bare minimum is. It ain't 4 pages. That's irrelevant to the topic. This is not what we're talking about. We're talking about originals. Originals aren't bound to, they don't have a contract that says, oh, you only have to make 4 panels this week. No. So I don't know why you mentioned that, but it's irrelevant. You also basically are bragging about how Webtoon's not a subscription service. Yeah, it's not a subscription service because you guys make ad revenue. Most things that have subscriptions, at least used to be in the days of old, most things that have subscriptions don't have ads. That's not the point. You make ad revenue. You don't need to be a subscription service. So that's not a flex either. Again, don't know why that was brought up. Also, there's one part of the statement where you guys were discussing your promotions, how every series receives some kind of promotion or banner. That's not true, or if it is true, it's very minuscule for a lot of series. That's provable by your own creators and your own viewers. Many complaints about miniseries not getting promoted even after asking for promotion, even after fans ask for this series to be promoted because of how good it is. You guys don't promote all the series, at least not evenly. You can't. You release so many, it's almost impossible to do. Like, if you release 30 in a week, which you've done before, how exactly do you even market all of that? Much of webcomics is marketing. And if you release 30 series, you're not going to be able to market them all to the same level. Many of those series are going to die. But that's okay, because you get ad revenue from the views from each individual webtoon. And then another thing you guys talked about, creators have the largest IP ownership in the industry here on Webtoon. That doesn't really matter. That doesn't really matter. You know why I'm saying that doesn't really matter? Because there are still creators who get stuck in limbo between seasons, who cannot start their comic because they're waiting for your go-ahead. There are creators who have not made it on Webtoon, and therefore their series get canceled, and they cannot continue their comic on Webtoon or anywhere else. Why are both those situations a thing? Because Webtoon still owns a majority in their IP. The creators give you their IP. They can own 10% or 49%. That don't matter, bro. They still don't have control over their series. Not complete control. So why are we bragging about that? Why? You're talking about creators who can't even restart their Webtoon after getting canceled on Webtoon Canvas, which, by the way, would bring more eyes to Webtoon Canvas. In 2021, Webtoon made $3.7 billion. This is a billion-dollar company, so there's no reason you guys don't have a tool that allows creators to see how their revenue and profits from their Webtoon is calculated. There's no reason. You could easily afford that. And just food for thought, too. There's also no reason that you couldn't give each of your 350 originals creators, because that's what you said in your post. There's no reason you can't give them all 30k more. Okay? Giving them all 30k more is over $10 million. $10 million is a drop of the bucket for Webtoon's revenue. Okay? That's 0.2% of your revenue that you have to reallocate. Stop pocketing the money, stop screwing over your creators, and fix the problem. Just because you're the biggest game in town does not make you unstoppable. You gotta fix these issues. Someone else is gonna come along and take all your creators away, and you're gonna look like Blockbuster. And if you stayed this long, thank you very much. Please check out my Webtoon, Barracu. It's in my bio. See you later. Webtoon, do better.